Alrighty. Hi everyone. This is the Codependent Knitters, episode 71. I'm here with my friend Lisa.
I'm here with my friend Dawn.
We're coming to you from Ontario. I'm in Sarnia, southwestern Ontario.
And I am in Muskoka, which is 2 hours north of Toronto.
So if you've been here before, you know all that. If you're new, we appreciate you checking us out. Thanks for joining us. We hope you have a good time today. we have a little bit of everything going on today. So
we do.
Yeah. What have you been up to? Just like,
you know what? We have not been up to a lot. Snow has been coming like crazy. I think today is the snow day for my daughter. Girl child is not in school, and she's had probably since schools went back, she's probably had like 3 or 4 snow days.
Wow.
That's how much snow we've been getting, and it just seems like every day it's snowing and snowing. So yeah. So we haven't really been up to a lot. I've been trying to go to the gym. I've been kind of knitting, and you know how you get that spring thing going on where you want to clean everything. So I've been going through stuff, and there's been days where I was cleaning out my closet and I found all this stuff that I used to wear, and so cool. That's what I've been doing. What have you been up to?
Just nothing much. I don't know the time, just always.
I know.
We only recently got snow. I know you get hammered all the time, but we only recently got snow. And actually today it's raining, so a lot of it's gonna disappear. But I've been doing
you know what? I'll send you a picture of the snow and you can stick it in.
Okay, sounds good. I've been doing some crafty things. I've been sewing on my tequila lime quilt. So I did post some pictures of that on Instagram. I don't have it here. I can pop one in here. It's a foundation paper pieced quilt by Quilt Works, and they are very intricate. And wow, they're in the 2 sections that I've done that will make the flower spikes, so you'll see them in the photo. There are 176 pieces, 88 per half. So that alone, it's going to be, I think it's going to be beautiful when it's done. I'm really looking forward to the finished thing. But man, I've only done foundation paper piece work once before, not a full. So it's slow going, and I have a habit of, you're supposed to press it open and then trim off excess from your seam allowance. And I keep doing it backwards. So I trim and then I press it open, and it doesn't cover the area it's supposed to because I cut the wrong piece off. I've done that a few times. So you'd think I'd catch on by now, but whatever. It's just not habit for me. So that's been fun. And I am still doing the rug hooking.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you want to see my progress? So this is just a practice piece that the instructor did up for us. So she wanted us to do straight lines. Where am I? Over here. Straight lines.
Yeah.
Triangles. So we have corners and then a circle. So and now I'm doing the fill in all around it. You can see over here. I've started from, and I was supposed to outline the star because that helps keep these green lines more straight. There's the back. Apparently the back looks good.
Nice.
So it's going well. It's lumpy and bumpy and uneven, and I don't care because it will work. So
well, it's also your first piece, so yeah.
It's my first piece. And it's gonna be, I forget how big it is. Like, it's just a square, like it would be like a hot pad or something. So it doesn't have to be perfect if I'm gonna put spill spaghetti sauce on it. Yeah. Rug cooking, knitting, working. That's it. Sewing.
Right.
Yeah. So what are you wearing while we're talking about knitting? Hello. What are you wearing?
Oh yeah. You know what? This has become one of my favorite sweaters. It's just so comfy. It is the JUiST #2 by Ankestrick. Ankestrick, yeah. And it's Studio Donegal Tweed. It's I love it. The only thing is I have short arms. So it's a 3x1. And sometimes if I want to roll them up, it just doesn't look as nice because it's the opposite.
Oh, I see what you mean. You get 3 pearls.
Yeah, because and I mean, it's not too bad. I just have to make sure that I'm dead on for the length I want. Because sometimes if it's long, I don't mind cuffing it because I'm one of these people where I pull it down if my hands are cold.
Is
so
is it just a rolled neckline?
Yeah, it's just a plain rolled neckline. And it's funny because it's a raglan, but it's not a raglan. Like it's really kind of, if you look, you can't see exactly where it is. You can see it through here.
Okay.
But it's not like a...
Does it start off circular and then convert to raglan?
Up here at the very top,
yeah,
kind of, but kind of not. Like it's really hard to explain. Like, yeah.
Because I have sweaters that have done that where they're circular.
Yeah.
And then, especially if they have design, I don't know if this one is or not, but yeah.
Right, when they need to increase quickly for the design across. Or
just you can't put raglan in that part, but then the raglan,
yeah.
I'm wearing my Ranunculus. I haven't worn it in a long time.
That color looks really good on you.
I love it. I love the fit of this sweater. You can't really see, but I just love it.
Yeah, right.
I love it, love it, love it. So I pulled it out and man, I've worn it before, but it needed a lot of defuzzing.
I know this one kind of, I'm looking at it going, ooh, gotta defuzz that one.
I could pick off all kinds of stuff here. So this yarn is by Jolene. She's a Quebec indie dyer, and it is, now I don't know for sure she still has this base, but a few years ago it's her it's 100% merino non-superwash DK, and it is so fluffy and fuzzy and soft.
Is that the one that was rose gold? Is it called rose gold or something?
No, it's called Pour Some Sugar.
Okay.
Pour Some Sugar, or Pour Some Sugar on Me. Pour Some Sugar. I can put the details. I will put them in the notes below. Okay. And I just love it. It's got like, it's pinky with pink cream and little flecks of brown. So it looks like I might have held like a mohair or an alpaca or something with it, and I did not.
No, it looks beautiful. Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's so soft. And I would never order 100% non-superwash DK sight unseen. I was at the Kitchener Knitters Guild show.
Oh, yeah.
And she was there. This was a couple years ago, and she had it there. And actually, someone told me, you have to go check out her booth. She had a sample done in it, and I just loved it. And so this is the color I chose. It's amazing. It is so soft. So if she still has this, it's really nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. And we have some administrative stuff. We have some giveaways.
Yes.
Let's do that. Let's not make people wait. Let's do that. Okay. We finished. Let's start with the because it's new to you, cables and twists.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so we had 7 entries after my post. So there's 8 posts total. So can you ask Siri to pick a number between 2 and 8? Oh, you can't because you're on your phone. Hang on. I've been on my iPad.
Okay. Sorry.
Siri, can you pick a number between 2 and 8? 6. Okay, thank you. Post number 6 is El Mikal. So she did a gorgeous pair of socks with lots of little cables. They are the King George socks by Rachel Fletcher. I'll put the picture up on the screen. So you have won a sock pattern from Natalie Sheldon. So if you will go into Natalie Sheldon's Ravelry collection and select a sock pattern, let us know which one, and then we'll arrange for you to get that pattern. Congratulations. And thanks everyone for participating in that. There weren't a lot of entries, but there was one really cute hat that had, so it's Sheila MC, I think. Mm-hmm. It's got cables on the brim, and then whether you turn the brim up or have it down, you still see cables, which is really cool.
Oh, nice.
It's the Elucidate hat by Kino Knits. So check that out because I think it's really neat, especially when you flip it, it looks so nice. And she's in worsted. So if you want to look in the FO thread, you can see her project there. It's a beautiful blue color. And again, Elucidate Hat by Kino Knits. And because we mentioned it, I'll put that in the notes down below as well. What else? Yeah, there were some hats. They weren't all socks. There were some hats. There were, I don't know why I expected them to be socks. They don't have to be socks. Oh, someone did the 1x1 cable cuff on a pair of socks. Tony, that's really cute. I love doing a cable cuff on socks.
Yeah.
And then actually Sandy, so you know Sandy, our friend Sandy, she did the Secret Forest Mystery Knit Along by Paper Daisy Creations.
Okay.
There are some amazing, it's got different sections and there are amazing twists and cables in that. So Sandy has posted that in the FO thread as well. And then there's a pair of socks. Also, Laura did these too. I love you more than pumpkin spice socks.
Nice.
I love that name. And then we have some prizes to give away for our year-long sweater make-along. There were an amazing 253 entries. Isn't that awesome?
Wow.
And we have 3 prizes. So you guys haven't even seen all the prizes yet. So our grand prize, as you've seen us mention a few times, is this. It's a little crackly because I left it in the packaging. The Coffee House Fade Set in Lush Fingering from Ginger Snap Yarns. So you can see these beautiful colors. And they donated a project bag, Coffee House themed project bag. So this is so generous. This is like over, it's like $160 value. Thank you so much, Kim and Colin. You are always such good friends and supporters of our podcast. And the winner of this, I have to do Siri to pick a random number. One moment. Siri, pick a random number between 2 and 253.
It's 240.
240. 240. 4 Pines Knitting. Actually, she knit a sweater for her husband. I'll put the picture on the screen. The pattern is Justin's Flannel. Oh, I love it. And it's in Woolstock Worsted. It has kind of a waffle texture.
Yeah. That one's by Alicia Plummer.
Is it?
Yes, I know that because that's on my list. It's beautiful.
It is.
Great job.
I like
stunning.
Yeah. Okay, so awesome. So 4 Pines Knitting. Who are you? Lynn from Lewiston, Maine. Congratulations, Lynn. Thanks so much for participating. Get in touch with me and we will get this set mailed out to you. Okay. Next up, our friend Heather here in Sarnia, Heather Crawford, has a podcast called A Finch's Nest and also a shop. She makes bags and she donated this beautiful bag.
Oh, that is so Heather.
This is definitely sweater sized. I don't want to open it up, but it's got the drawstring. It's got a strap on the edge here.
That's beautiful.
And these adorable little, there's owls and chickadees and all kinds of cute little things. So thank you, Heather. That is so lovely. So we get to pick another winner. So Siri, please pick a random number between 2 and 253.
It's 25.
Okay, 25. 25, the knitter is Babs Hart, and she knit a beautiful sweater. It's the Fiola by Isabel Kramer in Goodwill from Pearl Soho. Oh, I love this sweater.
Okay, you know what? I've seen this sweater and I did not like the thing at the front. Mm-hmm. But seeing it in the color that she did it, it's actually really pretty.
It is nice in that sort of just natural. Yeah.
Yeah, and the arms.
You could omit that design.
Well, I was thinking about it, but now that I see it in that color, it might be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. I'm Babs. I'm assuming it's Babs. Barbara from Washington. Thank you, Barbara. We'll, again, get in touch with me with your address and we will get Heather's bag sent out to you. And then the third prize, I pulled this bag out of my shop, which is not open right now. So it's old inventory. It's a generously sized drawstring, so you could definitely keep a sweater in here, and it's got undergarments. It's actually really cute fabric, little undergarments. Or if you don't want to take this, if for some reason you don't want to take this out in public, it's a great bag for packing your undergarments for travel.
Right.
So, yeah. So we need our friend Siri again. Siri, pick a random number between 2 and 253.
It's 67.
67. Thank you. 67. The knitter is I Now Hour. I Now Hour. I'll put it on the screen. It doesn't have the first on the Ravelry ID. So, oh, this is really cute. 2 children's garments in here. Aw.
Do you see the little star on the one?
Yeah.
It's like a little star. That's so cute.
Yeah. Super cute. Get in touch with me with your mailing address and we'll get this out to you. So thank you so much, everyone, for participating. Now, those are all the prizes. Let's move on to the fun stuff, the knitting. What's on your needles, Lisa?
Okay, on my needles, I have a sweater by Isabel Kramer called the All Dust. Looks like that. Yay! I'm still a paper girl. I don't know why. I'm doing it in the D Gilpin La Land, which is 100% Scottish lamb's wool. I got it at the Knitting Loft in Toronto. So I'm a raglan girl. Love me a raglan, but this one here is actually really interesting because it's a saddle shoulder. It comes straight down and then it widens for the sleeve. And it's kind of I don't know if you can see it here. See how it comes straight and then it widens? So yeah, so we'll see how that looks. The other thing is I saw it on Instagram, I think, where somebody said to cast off your stitches instead of putting a cord through them because then you don't get it pulling on the corner. So I thought I would give that a try and see how it goes. And the other thing is, when I do pick up my stitches for underneath the arm or on the body, I usually put them on a waist so that I don't have to graft them. So I'll put them on a waist yarn and then I pull the waist yarn off and pick up stitches in the opposite direction. So that's why the whole sleeve is done in neon. So we'll see how that goes with the casting off. But that's one thing. I have another one. Do you want me to show you?
Can I actually talk about something? Because you were talking about putting them on cord.
No, perfectly. Yeah.
Okay. It's a good time. So I was with some other friends who were knitting and they were talking about this other cord that they ordered off Amazon, like a big honking.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
A little bit. So we had bought the pony cord for pony beading from Michael's, which is a very affordable option. And it has really good grip. If you put it on a needle, it holds pretty good. So while you're pulling this through your sweater, it works pretty good, right? For trying on, or you can just weave it, like pull it through. And then I usually just knot the end on my sleeves so they don't fall out. So this stuff is actually, the tube itself is smoother. So I find the pony cord tubing, when you pull it through, it's a little grippy. You just kind of have to work it through. This stuff is a bit smoother, so it does slide through very smooth. But I know some people have said it falls off easier. I find if you really shove it on the tip of your needle, like I can do. So, but the nice thing is you get a huge quantity of this stuff. It comes in different colors, and I'm not an Amazon affiliate or anything like that, but I will put the link down below in the notes of what I ordered off of Amazon. So if it's still available, if someone wants to check it out, you can. I mean, it's a great thing to have, and then you can cut it to whatever lengths you want. Right. And you can also share it with a friend or two because there's so much.
3 or 4.
I'll give you some, Lisa. I'll cut some pieces off.
Perfect.
So it's just another option for you to try. And very economical.
I think you have to keep trying until you figure out what you like. And even then it changes too, right? So
yeah. what's on my needles? So I started Natalie's Cozy Quilt Socks. That's Remembrances Pottery, Natalie Sheldon. And I started these as my Christmas Eve cast on. And you can tell I haven't been working on them much, but I actually did a restart because I went up to a 2.75 needle. And there are more stitches in this sock than on other colorwork socks of hers I've done. So it was looking a little bit big.
Okay.
So I started over on a 2.5. And shoot, what size am I doing? I forget how many stitches I'm doing. I'll look that up and I can put it in the notes. So isn't it cute though? So the yarns I'm using, I have an undyed fingering weight. I think I ordered this from Timber Yarns. She does have full 100-gram skeins of her fingering in certain colors that she dyes, and you can get the naturally, which is undyed. I should mention, I don't know if all dyers do this. Heather puts her natural through the same dye bath process, just doesn't add color, so that it is just like it's been through the same processing. It's going to be the same fluffiness, the same feel as her dyed yarn. So she treats it exactly the same. It just doesn't have dye added. So it's still work for her to prepare this skein. I just wanted to mention that. And then this is the KnitPicks Muse hand painted sock. And the color is 28152 Impulse. I bought this quite a few years ago. I don't know if they still dye this, but it's very nice. It's a 75-25, all different colors.
Did you buy it on impulse?
I probably bought it on sale. But yeah, that's quite possible because it's been in my stash with no plans for quite a while. So the pattern allows you to do the blocks she's given you an order. You can then on each row move the block over one. So it kind of, like on a quilt, you might have different blocks in different places.
Yeah.
Or you can totally do it random. There's a lot of options. So here's mine. And here's how this multicolor is knitting up. It's a lot of fun.
I like it with the multicolor one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So I'm working away on that. Oh, and I did do a 2x2 cuff. And I twist.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I twist the 2 knit stitches every 5th row. So knit 4 rows, twist the 5th row. That's how I do that. This is a lot of fun. If you're going to do random blocks, it might be a good idea to sometimes on the first row, it's hard to tell exactly which block you meant to go there, at least for me, because I'm mixing them all up. So you might want to write that down.
Right.
And related to this sock. So before I started this sock, I actually did a color fastness test.
Oh, right. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because of the brighter colors and the natural, I don't want to do all this work and have it bleed. So I put a quick little video on my Instagram, and I can probably stick it in. I don't know if I can add it in, but it's on my Instagram. It's in my reels if anyone wants to check. But basically what I did, I just wound off, because I didn't want to knit a swatch. I just wound off a couple yards of each, and then I took one end of each and just held it together, right? So that they were side by side. And then I just, wound, like balled it up. And I did it in a bowl of plain water, tepid temperature, no sock wash or anything. And I use a white melamine bowl so that I can see, because it's white. If there's any color bleed, it shows. So I just put it in there and let it soak for like half an hour, and then took it out and gently squeezed it. And the water was like crystal clear.
Oh, good.
I separated them. There is no color transfer at all. These are the actual clumps I used. So there was no transfer at all. I am doing Patty Lyon's technique for stranded colorwork, which involves when you knit the last stitch of your round, you put it back on the left needle and you knit it. You have to just wrap the yarns and then twist the yarns, and then you knit it with the color of the next row. And when you come around again, you pick up that last stitch and knit them together, and so on. So someone commented that they were having trouble finding that that reel for Patty Lyons. So I know she puts everything, pretty much everything is on her blog, her Ask Patty. I'll try and find it on the Ask Patty online, because then I can link to it and put the URL down below. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll see if she's got any hashtags or anything else. Or if someone wants it, message me, and then I'll find it and send it to you. Because it is really handy to see it happening in real time, and she explains it as she's doing it. So I'm doing that.
Maybe if we find it, we can repost it on our Instagram.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll do that after this goes live. If we do it in, oh yeah, we could repost it, because I think if we do it as a story, it disappears, and that's probably what we did before. That's one of my sock whips. What else have you got?
I have I found these and I want to finish them. So this is me telling you so I can be held kind of accountable. So I have these are so me. When she brought me this yarn, I just got croaked because it says Lisa all over it. It's the Greyscale in the marled. It's 64 stitches, 2 at a time, and I'm at the heel, which is one of those things where I'll knit the tube and then I'll let it sit for a while, but I have to get the tube done. So.
You didn't say who she is.
Oh, I'm sorry, and it's by Timber Yarns. So yeah,
Nice.
It's so me. And I have this color, which is, it's hard to tell, but it is a marled. It's the licorice marled. So it just looks better than the solid. So those will be my heels and toes. Yeah, I love it. It's so soft, and I love this. I love stripes. I don't know what it is. I love socks and stripes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, since you're talking about Timber Yarns, Marl, I'm gonna bounce all over the place here because there's no rule.
You're just everywhere today.
I did the Timber Yarns marled. What does she call it? Work sock bundle DK Marl.
Oh, nice.
This is the Timber Ridge hat, which is a pattern by Michele Meadows of Muskoka Yarn Connection.
Yeah.
And she designed this hat specifically for the Timber Yarns Work Sock bundle, which is a DK bundle. So it's got a ribbed texture to it. It's kind of hard to see, maybe if I turn it sideways. I actually did the double brim, and I don't normally knit a double brim. I really like it. I don't know yet if I'm keeping this for me or what I'm going to do with it. But what I like about it is she has you knit it so that when you fold it up, you see the purl bumps.
Okay.
Right? So you kind of do it a little bit inside out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But you follow the pattern, and then when you fold it up, you have a beautiful clean stripe with no purl bumps. So I love that. Yeah. So this work sock bundle comes with the full skein of the DK Marl. So I have some left. I think you can get a baby hat out of it as well. It might depend how much natural you use for the ribbing.
Right.
But certainly there's lots of red left. And this yarn has 20% nylon, so you can use it for socks.
Right.
I love multi-purpose yarn.
I actually have a sweater quantity in the marl.
Oh, so not only did Heather dye, well, she didn't dye this, like she used the classic DK. This is the classic set. She has colored sets, and I couldn't resist this. Look at this. This is exactly how it looks. This beautiful blue. This is Aruba. And it came with the natural, and it came with, as you had just showed, the licorice. So if I hold this up close, you can see it is a dark gray. It's still marled. So it came with the licorice. And then I ordered a mini skein of the non-marled Aruba. So it does look a little brighter because it doesn't have the black marled.
Right. Yeah.
So I thought I could do like black and blue stripes. Right? Add blue in between. I haven't decided. I haven't wound this up yet. I was going to do a hat because I just love this so much. So I thought I'm going to do this in a hat. But then I could also do socks. I don't know. I could also order more and do both. So
there's that.
I have this ready to wind up and start something. And Michele Meadows has just released the Timber Ridge mittens.
Right?
So the sample was knit up in a red marl.
Did you see that? They look really nice in the red marl.
It's
I never would have
beautiful.
picked it.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. That would be beautiful socks in the red marl too. Any of it. So I actually might, because I have another set of this, I might do matching mittens in the
There you
class.
go.
Yeah, just because then I have a matching set. And there's a Timber Ridge. The first pattern was Timber Ridge socks. So there is a Timber Ridge sock pattern that has the work sock. All
there's
designed
socks, hat, mittens.
mittens. Yep. All three. And the hat has sizes from like baby or child up to adult. So you get a lot of patterns, a lot of size range in that pattern. Love it. So yeah, that was my little, I just had to talk. So that's one of my FOs is this hat. It's I don't have a pom-pom on it. I don't make nice yarn pom-poms. So I would probably use a fur pom-pom, but I like the double brim.
No, it looks good.
This is still kind of loose. I could pull it right down, but yeah, I like it. And for being DK, one strand, this ribbing
squishy.
gives it so much squish and feels thick and warm, but it has tons of stretch. Whoa.
Very cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so there's that.
That's
Okay.
that hat. I like it. So do you have any whips to talk about?
I have I started my Isla Granny Square sweater for our crochet make along or crochet garment cal. Well, all I have are a couple of squares done. So I'm using KnitPicks Kotlin. And here's one of my little squares.
That's amazing to me.
I love it. You could do this, Lisa. You totally could. This is the one I just started. I think I have 3 done. Here's the yarn.
Nice.
And the pattern called for a 4.25 millimeter hook, which I started with. And then I thought, I'm just out of curiosity, I'm going to try, I tried a 4.0, which it's 1/4 of a millimeter. It's really not even. And the finished square is really barely noticeable, but I just liked it a tiny bit better. I think it just, for a garment, it's, whatever. It's not that the first one was too loose, because it's barely noticeable when you put them on top of each other, but whatever. I'm going to use the 4 millimeter. So again, I'll just show this. So there is this square, and then there's one with the round, a more textured motif inside. And then there's a way to sew them together. I will say, this pattern, she has detailed tutorial videos, like not just tips. She shows you step by step how to do each round of the granny square, right?
Yeah.
She talks about how you're going to sew them together, how the neck is done. Fantastic.
Good. Okay.
Oh, and I didn't say who that is by. It is the Isla Granny Square sweater. The pattern is by Lakeside Loops. And it looks like a really great throw over summery sweater. So I'm really looking forward to it. She has a lot of really cute other patterns, by the way. She's got like cover up dress. She has a lot of accessories. There's some really cute mittens that look like herringbone.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's cool, isn't it? Now this is a garment make alongs or knit crochet along. So, we're not doing accessories in this. We wanted to make it a garment. So sweater, vest, shawl, etc. And if you're doing the vest, then Knits and Pieces are doing a vest make along. So you can double dip and enter your vest in their make along as well. So that's kind of fun. Yeah. So many options. I'm not going to ditch knitting and move back to crochet, because I used to crochet years ago, but I really enjoy it. So it's been fun to do some crochet again. Yeah.
Oh,
That's my other whip. Do you have another whip? No? I thought you did.
No, I've been trying to be a little more monogamous.
Well, you finished a few things.
I did.
Okay. Tell.
So I finished my cape by Josee Paquin, and it's the Sonata by Noro. We bought it at Woolen Silk in Orangeville a number of years ago. It showed up stripes, as Noro does, and the only thing is, I think for two reasons, I wish I had done it with a mohair, even though there is mohair in the sweater. It's a thick and thin, and when it was thick, like when it was thick and it wasn't plied, it broke really easily when I was knitting.
Okay.
And I think if I had had the mohair, it might have been it wouldn't break as much. So that's it there.
Okay, but I love it, Lisa.
Yeah, so the stripes are, I mean,
Oh,
they're pretty quiet for Noro.
yes.
But yeah,
You know, I bought some of that yarn too, and looking at the skeins, you wouldn't expect that.
no.
So that's not, you didn't like alternate skeins. That's just
No, that's just it. That's just it. I didn't, no. I was too lazy to alternate skeins because they were coming up stripes anyways.
Oh,
So yeah. And it's super soft. Like, don't get me wrong. It feels really, really nice and it's kind of squishy. But yeah, the thick and thin was kind of, there was one ball that had a lot of it in. So I kept breaking it. And it might also be because I'm a little bit tighter knitter. But you know, when you pull it out of your bag to get a little extra yarn, I'd pull and it'd be like this short and I'd be like, rrr. So yeah, but that was just something to be aware of. It doesn't, I mean, it's the nature of the yarn and it's worth it in the end because it is really, really, really soft.
okay. Now I
Really
wish
nice.
I bought a couple of skeins because initially I was going to do the night shift shawl in that.
Mhm.
And now I wish I'd bought a sweater quantity because I really love how it
It's
turned
nice.
out.
Like the stripe. And you know what? Like even the sleeves, because when you buy self-striping, the sleeves are always off, but they're not really off
It looked good.
that much because I find sometimes when you do something out of Noro, some people cut the colors out because they just mismatch, but this one turned out really good.
Well, these are all semi-solids. So
Yeah.
there's no, wild color changes. They're all solids. They have a large color selection. And it is 35% cotton, 25% viscose, 20% silk, and 20% polyamide. And there's just a lot of colors. And I thought when we bought it on sale, I thought maybe it was discontinued, but it's not. I think you can still.
Okay.
Noro Sonata, Sonata. Now, man, I'm tempted to order some to make a sweater because I need another sweater quantity. But I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, so, but you know what? It's still Noro. It still has the little things. Yeah.
Love it. I finished a pair of socks.
Nice.
This month, they were my New Year's Day cast on. I knit the Lavender Fields socks by Helen Stewart. So they are from the Handmade Sock Society 4, and you can buy the individual pattern.
Okay.
Yeah, so she did them in a solid, but I had this beautiful little set. One of my 50-gram micro sock sets from Legacy Fiber Arts in the
Okay.
the Christmas box that I bought, or the Advent box. So this is the sock.
Oh, those are so girly.
Aren't they cute?
Those are so girly.
They are. So
They're really
it came
nice.
with 50 grams of this.
Yeah.
I have some left. And a mini skein. So I used the mini skein in this lavender color for the cuff.
Yeah.
And it's got a really cute little lacy pattern. And look at this little picot edge.
Oh, those are so girly. They're so cute.
And I did it in the toe as well. And I just did. Oh, and the pattern calls for this. I think they call it an Eye of Partridge design, but it's basically looks like little diamonds. Can you see it there?
Yep. It's cool.
Yeah, there. You can kind of see if you turn it. So these were quick and fun. The second one, I have a drop stitch I just have to fix. So I've got a stitch marker in it. then I got to repair that. So this is how it looks because of it's got no ribbon. So it does kind of curl over until you block it or stretch it out. You know, once you're wearing it, it's going to stretch out. But I did a quick steam press just to get the lay flat. If I did this again, or a cuff like this again, where it goes to stocking stitch, it's going to roll. So I could have added like 3 rounds of rib.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of 3 rounds of garter, I could have done 3 rounds of rib, and that might have helped reduce that.
Okay.
If it bothers you, there's options, but once I put them on, you'll be able to tell. So last episode I showed my Rhichard Devrieze yarn, the worsted yarn, the December frost hat in the green natural. And that worsted weight yarn from Rhichard Devrieze was just so plump and squishy. And I remembered that I had a mini skein set.
Oh, nice.
That I had bought from the Thoughtful Artisan. So it's just assorted blues, grays, gray blues that I changed up. And there actually was a pattern for this called the Joy Family Hat pattern, I think, that came with the kit. So I don't know if you could actually get that pattern separately. I'll note the pattern name and the designer down below. But yeah, I don't know if you can. Let me see if it's on Ravelry. No, I don't think it is because I didn't link to it. So included with the kit, the Joy Family Hat by Leah King. Okay. But I mean, basically you could do a basic beanie and I just changed up. Like here I did some alternating single stitches, stranded, to blend in the next color. But again, super squishy. Oh, that's all.
I finished a sweater for my mom. It was a sweater that she had started and she just didn't finish it. So I finished it for her, and it is the Carbeth by Kate Davies. It is like still wet. It's still wet. But what I really like is the way she did the button band. So you basically knit the button band, and it has an I-cord edge. Can you see but where the buttons go, you actually don't connect it.
Oh.
I don't know how to describe it very well. Like, so example, so it's got an I-cord edge at the top, and then you just do a little extra in the I-cord, and then you go back to doing the I-cord. Then you do a little extra. So it's for the buttons to fit through.
So this is the cardigan, because Carbeth.
Yeah, this is, sorry, the Carbeth cardigan, because Okay. It's kind of interesting the way it's done. Like this, so as you're going down, you're doing the I-cord because you're casting off, right? So you're doing the I-cord cast off, and you just do extra.
Can you hold the shoulders and kind of hold it up?
Yeah, it's so I'm going to show you the back of the shoulders because it just looks a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's a different type of raglan where you see it.
It comes up to the center.
Yeah, it comes into the center.
Yeah. And there's a pullover, because you did the pullover a few years ago.
There's a pullover. There's a pullover, and it's a turtleneck.
Oh, okay.
And this here it's double thickness. So you basically knit, and then you pick up the stitches and do a 3-needle bind off at the top.
Okay. Nice.
So it gets a nice thick. Yeah.
What yarn is that? Because it's beautiful.
Cascade, the Eco Plus, I think it is. Yeah. So I don't have any balls left. It's just a bunch of balls. My mom had one. But so it's a beautiful red, isn't it? Like it just, so that one's still a little damp. I'm holding it. It's like, it's still damp enough for the cat to love it.
Oh, that'll look nice on her. And she's gonna appreciate that you finished that.
Yeah, so I'll have to when I go see her, sew buttons on it. See if she can pick those out. So yeah.
Okay. This cat. Oh my God. Ginger wants to come in and talk. Ginger was yelling at me. She's hungry, so we'll have to finish up soon. I picked up these tags. They're by Katrinkles.
Oh yeah. Where did you get those?
I got these at London Yarns, and they come different color combos. So these are like, look at pink, green, like sort of teal, and grayish brown.
Those
So
are pretty.
yes, so they're tags that you could sew onto anything, but I'm going to use them in the back of my sweaters.
Right, so you know which way to go, which way is which.
Yeah, and it's just something to make it easy, right? Because I have a few sweaters where it's not quite so obvious.
Right.
And they're just super easy to sew on, but they're really cute. And
Yeah.
I like that they don't have like a bunch of words or whatever. They're small, and yeah.
See, I often, if I do a split hem, I always make the back a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because, yeah. So, no. So, other than that, I have nothing left. I finally opened my knitting loft. I'll put that on Instagram. Finally opened the box.
You can tell us, what did you order?
My mother, she wants a sweater done, and I told her that I would knit it, and it's called the Loom sweater, Lumme. I forget who it's by, but she's picked 2 colors, and it's the Galat. I don't know. Here you.
Oh, Gilead.
Gilead.
Yeah.
By Donatura. Yeah. So she's picked this color, which is a burgundy.
Oh, nice.
And that's the gray for the color work.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that'll be really nice.
Oh, the burgundy will be like the background color.
Yes, this will be the accent, and this will be the main.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's that one, and then that Justin one that won the draw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Justin sweater. My dad wants it in this color. So
Oh,
I think
nice.
it'd be cute. They're gonna have like matching sweaters. But yeah. So and this is Knitting for Olive, the heavy merino, which is great. I did a sweater in that, and it was pretty sweet.
Awesome.
And then I like the loom, so I'm going to do it in this color. And this is my contrast color.
Ooh, I like.
Sorry, I'm backwards. There.
I know. It's
Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I have to get started now that I've finished the 2 sweaters. I was finally able to open it up, but yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
There is I don't have any new yarn, I think, since I talked last. I got a copy of the Embroidery on Knits book. Did I talk about that the last episode? Do you remember?
You talked about getting it. I don't know that you had it.
Okay. Well, I don't have it here with me in the room, so I will just say it is a beautiful book. And it comes with templates at the back of different designs.
Nice.
It's another Lyon publishing book, and it is absolutely beautiful. They are coming out with 52 weeks of accessories.
I know. Did you see that?
I did. I actually looked through them because the book is coming out, but you can go on Ravelry and you can look at all the patterns that are included in the book. So I went through it to see, okay, how many of these would I be interested in making? I think there were only 2 that I really thought I'd really like to make that. So I probably won't buy this book because,
They're expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, cost wise. And eventually they will usually release the individual patterns. So
yeah,
I thought I probably won't get this one, but it is another beautiful book. There certainly are a lot of beautiful designs, just not a lot that call to me.
Very cool.
All right. Well, I think that's all. Oh, if you usually stick around for the Show Your FO slideshow, I'm going to plug it here. So we have so many beautiful posts in our make-alongs, and of course we don't want to put things on the screen without people wanting it. So we have a thread that's always open called Show Your FO in our Ravelry thread. And basically just pop a picture in there of your project. There are 24 new ones. So I'm going to be busy putting, I like to put however many there are from the last. So there are 24 projects posted in there. And you know what? If you're looking for some inspiration of something to knit, have a look through there because there are some beautiful finished projects.
And the other one is look at the sweaters. Look at all the sweaters from the year. Some of those are stunning. Like they're just gorgeous.
Yes. I finally tried on my 2 sweaters that are on the whip. on the needles. And one I want to add some length to, and my field sweater I think is long enough. So
Nice.
I need to get going on the bottom hem and then do the sleeves on that. Yeah.
Very cool.
Have that done. Oh, we should say, Lisa, we are going to Knit City, Toronto.
Yes,
so,
we are.
Yes. So that's going to be fun. That's in May. Yeah, we are going to that. And we do have tickets for the game night, or I think they're calling it game night.
Social or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a social night on the Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't sign up for any classes. There were a few that sounded really interesting, but there are a ton of classes with excellent instructors available. Yeah, and we're going to go on Friday and arrive on Friday and have some fun. And then the marketplace is open Saturday, Sunday. So we hope we'll see some of you there. And if you see us, please come say hi. But that's going to be, I think that'll be nice. Something different.
That'll be good. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm actually really looking forward to it, even though there'll be people there.
Even though there'll be people there. We'll
No, I know. I'm really looking forward.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So I think that's it.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, just we have our crochet along going on right now. That's all we've got going on right now. We'll maybe look at starting a knitting one coming up soon. We have, but I have to go feed this hungry old lady. She eats like a little bird. She picks little bits, but then she wants to eat frequently. So, and we can't leave her food uncovered because she has special food, and the other cats will eat it. So I have to supervise. I wish she would look at the camera. She has such a pretty face. Can you say hi to the people?
No. No.
She's
Feed me.
Okay. We'll talk to you later. Happy knitting. Make time to make something. It's just, take time for you.
Right? Take time for you.